fact, he ignored it altogether and stared past Harland into the east side of the gorge. He rubbed his chin, a thoughtful glint in his eye.
You know why you never get your deer, Harland? You never get your deer 'cause you can't see worth a bucket of warm spit. I tell you, I'm looking at garbage. You better believe I'm looking at garbage.
Harland squinted in the direction of Petey's gaze. He had, in fact, bowed to the inevitable and picked up a pair of magnifying glasses at the Walmart some days ago. He pulled them from the pocket of his red man coveralls and fitted them over his nose with care. The slope of woods Petey was pointing to came into focus. And Petey was right. There was a bundle of garbage insulting the landscape. Somebody had shoved a pile of old clothes and goodness knew what all right over the edge of the gorge.
Heck,
Harland said. Whatever it was going to get ripe, you could tell that even from here. A couple of crows had settled in the trees surrounding the pile, and crows weren't picky about how long somebody's spaghetti dinner had been lying in the sun. As a matter of fact, the longer it lay there, the better the crows liked it. Petey's grin widened.
You going to pick it up, like you said? Do I look like the town garbage collector? Your exact words, cousin. Any garbage lying around here, I'll pick it up myself. That's what you said. I said any garbage from the new people moving into town. How do you know that ain't Hemlock Falls garbage? How do you know it is, lessen you pick it up?
Petey's grin disappeared, to be replaced by an innocent stare.
Care to make a little bet, cousin?
Harland grunted.
Last one to bag a buck does the right-minded thing and clears that garbage up. Season won't open for 2 weeks yet. By then, that pile's gonna be good and ripe. Uh-huh.
Harland ruminated, his eye on the pair of crows poised above the rags. The larger bird flew up and out of sight.
Huh. Of course, if you're sure that this year, for the first time ever, you're gonna not only get your deer but get it before me, no problem. But I ain't the one that said there was never no garbage around here. I ain't the one that was teaching my grandmother to suck eggs by telling me about how many deer we got and how good they can hide behind some old leaves. I ain't— Shut up, Petey,
Harland said good-naturedly. Even a stupid bet like this one added some zip to his deer hunting plans. He slipped his new spectacles back into his coverall pocket.
You got yourself a deal. I'm gonna bag that first deer, by gosh, and you're gonna pick up that mess. And won't I laugh?
Below the Petersons, the smaller crow hunched on its branch, just over the interesting scent rising from the man-sized bundle on the ground. The carrion below was too fresh a kill at the moment, but the sun was warm. The crow could wait.
Oh, heck,
Harland said once he and Petey were in his pickup truck. He eyed the crow dubiously.
We better take a look-see now.
Chapter 1. Sarah Quilliam sneezed hard twice and drew the drapes across her office window. It was a gorgeous day out there. The sun was bright, the air was cool and crisp. The muted colors of November were soothing. The temptation to leave her duties as manager of the inn at Hemlock Falls and go scuff in the autumn leaves drifting across the grounds of the inn was almost irresistible. A walk, a good long one, and then a couple of hours at her easel would blow the fuzziness from her brain and help her get back on track with the business of running the inn. She'd been neglecting it lately. A lot. There were good reasons, she thought defensively. She'd been working on a painting for the last month. A good one, she hoped. And then there was the reason she was painting again. There was Ben Harker. Harker. After the end of her very real relationship with Miles McHale and the almost relationship with John Raintree, there was Harker. Tall, wiry, intense. An artist, as she had been an artist once and was trying to be again. They'd met when she'd run up to a gallery show in New York 6 weeks ago, and she'd fallen hard in a way she thought she'd left behind when she was 22. She even wore the perfume he'd bought for her, a new scent, musky, that made his presence real even when he was 300 miles away. Was she in love or not?